to a small town of Smallville and got introduced to the likes of Clark Kent, Lex Luthor, Lionel Luthor, Supergirl, and a whole cast of characters. And it changed the landscape of comic book TV as we know it. And they are here today. Are you guys ready for the cast of Smallville? Oh yeah, all right. Well, let me introduce you guys. He's the National Arts Entertainment Journalist Award winner for The Hollywood Reporter and Awards Focus. Please give a warm Comic-Con welcome to Byron Burton.
Los Angeles Comic-Con, welcome. I hope everybody's as excited as I am today to bring out this gorgeous and wonderfully talented group of people. Let's go ahead and everybody, the cast of Smallville, Laura Vandervoort, John Glover, Michael Rosenbaum, and Tom Welling. Everybody, let's give them a hand. Everybody smile for Mike. We'll do it after.
We'll do it after.
What are you going to do after?
First question. Whatever we want.
Yes.
How many of you people know you're alive?
Where's Craig from Krypton site?
Where's Craig? Craig? Krypton site? Where is he? He wrote about us for years on Smallville. Where is he? Craig?
He's here.
Give me a shout out to Craig.
Wherever you are, I can't see you. Hi guys.
There he is over there.
Craig! What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Thanks for all your years of writing about Smallville and supporting us. Appreciate it. He should be up here.
Yeah. He knows everything.
We'll let him lay in the floor here. Spread eagle. So when Alan Miles talked about the show, they said it was really a story of two families. We have a father and son and two cousins on stage here. And I want to know what that meant for you in terms of your performances in these roles and also off screen as you guys got to bond over the years.
Terrific.
Incredible.
Go ahead, John.
In a nutshell.
Well, I will say this, that the Luthor family, especially Dad, definitely came out of the gates really strong. And when John started playing Lionel, I remember the writers and creators being like, oh, wait a second. Let's pull this out even further. And you just nailed it out of the park, so we got to see a lot more of you, which is great.
Yeah, thanks.
I was really intimidated by John Glover when I first worked with him. In the pilot, I thought you didn't like me.
I didn't.
Well, there you have it. I knew it. I knew it.
But I've grown to love you, son.
Yes.
And welcome to the Luthor family
Reunion!
therapy session.
It is. It's a therapy session.
Michael, do you have anxiety?
No.
Yeah, right now? Right now I have anxiety. Who gets anxiety? Raise your hand. Come on. Yeah, exactly. What are we doing at a Comic-Con then? Yeah. This is the most anxiety you can get. Yeah, well, I appreciate that. I'm here to see you too. I love you. I love you all. It's great. Yeah, we're excited. But it was fantastic working with John. It gave another, what do you call
Dimension.
it? Dimension to Smallville.
Depth.
Depth. You had the Loving family, the Kent family, and you had the Dark family. And you're like, you know, what would have happened if Mr. Kent was my father?
Conflict.
Conflict. Things would have been different. I would have been good. If Clark didn't lie to me, I would have been good. All right.
No wonder you have anxiety. No wonder you have anxiety.
Yeah, well. Byron, what's your next question?
Hey, John was going to say something. John.
I was just saying that the two of them are like George and Gracie. You're too young, right? Yeah.
I remember George and Gracie. Hi, Gracie.
Yeah. Hey, George.
Sir, I just want you to know that you have the cap on your lens. It looks, no, you don't.
If everybody can look at the sign language guy for just a second, I'm going to show you something very fun.
No. Oh, no.
Diarrhea. Diarrhea, 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 explosive. Diarrhea. Thank you.
my man over here.
You got a good sense of humor.
So, from a craft perspective, we've all seen productions, whether the individual about all of you, as you came to embody these roles really well. And from a process standpoint, I'd love to hear about some things that made that important. I'd like to start with Michael, because he has a great story about one time he tried to just wear some tennis shoes as Lex.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love you! I feel like Rocky. Remember Rocky's like, I love you, Stu! Adrian! Adrian! I just want to say one thing to my wife. Sorry. But, when I got the role, they shaved my head immediately. I put on a suit. I never wear a suit. Look at me. Bruce Campbell was just making fun of my outfit. He's like, you don't dress up for your fans? But I remember wearing tennis shoes one time because I wanted to be comfortable on set, and I could not play Lex. I just couldn't take it serious. I couldn't get into the character because I had tennis shoes on. Shit.
There are children here.
Shite. And he stopped me. I said I need a few minutes, and he stopped me. He came over and says, Michael, are you listening to what I'm saying? And I said, no, I'm not. And he goes, well, just try to listen. And I listened, and then the next take was perfect. Because you had a good coach here. Sometimes you just forget the little things. So thank you, John Glover.
And I don't remember.
Well, I'll follow that real quick. Michael was a great teacher for me as well, including the whole cast. And we did a take, and Clark ran into Lex's library, always just somehow bypass security. Came in, and I said all this stuff to Lex, probably about Lana and where she is, and I get right in his face, and I finish what I'm saying, and he goes, do that again. I go, what? And he goes, just do that again. It didn't sound good, do it again. So I said it all again, and I cut, great, moving on. Because we worked together enough, and you need that from a good working partner.
And he would do that for me too. I think we did that, it was great. Laura?
I was in your first episode. I remember you on the...
You always talk about this story.
And
God.
And Clark was trying to tell her how he did that. And then she started doing that. And we changed it totally. She got it right away. It was very sensual. I would say sexual, but I know that they're children.
I think you're referring to when I was on the table. Everybody,
that was for you, wasn't it?
No, it was Tom.
Oh, Tom.
Yes.
Don't you love Tom?
love Tom.
Don't you love Laura? Let's hear it for Laura.
What? Did you just say I love your children? What? Oh, you love Tom's children? Oh, cool.
So Laura, this next question is for you. You're coming onto a show, you also have, it's a 20+ episode season, so you're literally jumping into a marathon.
22.
What helped you find your rhythm on the show? And what is one thing looking back on that season of your introduction that you really are proud of?
So Tom just said 22. Was it 22? 22. So I joined season 7. It was already a huge... It took me a while to relax into it. But I didn't get fired, guys! Thanks, finally. I love you too.
Let's cue up a walk down memory lane, the 2 photos that we sent in. These are some great moments here from the show. Our AV team, can we cue up the side by side? Rosenbaum, do you remember taking this shot?
I do remember taking that shot. That was really fun. We were comparing chests. Tom had a bigger chest than I did, but I worked very hard.
Yes, you did. You still got a little bit of roll around the middle, though.
I do. I'm almost 50. It happens.
I'm 77.
Wow, you look good. You look good for 77.
Yeah, thank you, Michael.
Yeah. I mean, you look damn good.
I wish we could say the same about you, Michael.
Oh, smart ass.
There's some really interesting challenges to your characters in general, but I want to highlight a few moments when it really gave you guys an opportunity to stretch. John, starting with that scene with your head shave we just saw. Talk about going in there and getting the locks cut off.
Whose idea was that, by the way?
That was my idea. Yeah, I went to Miles was in Miles, who went to the he was hopped in the hair trailer. I said, I knew you were going to put me in jail, and if you film it, I'll shave my hair. I'm willing to shave my hair. And he sort of jumped up and down and hit the ceiling of the trailer. He was jumping up and down so much. I think he liked the idea.
I think he liked it, yeah.
And I also suggested that you kill me at the end, really to push you over the edge. And then you pushed me over the edge.
I pushed you over the edge, and yes, that was a highlight.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, pushed you over the edge, didn't it?
You did.
Yeah.
Pushed Lex over the edge. That was the turning point when he pushed you out the window. That was it.
Yeah. He killed his father, friends. He killed his father.
You killed my mother.
And
So I wooed. No, did
You really didn't he kill my mother? I think he killed her, or had her killed or something.
You know,
your grandparents were killed by John. You killed your parents, John, yeah, for rent money.
When I got killed, so how could I have killed him if I'm already dead?
When you were younger and more.
Did I have a twin brother or something?
When you were younger, you killed her.
That's an easy way out. An easy way out. You know, Laura started on season 7. Season 7. And you know how I found out? By a driver. Yeah.
Yeah, hey,
You know,
John,
they do
looks like you're gonna die tonight.
Yeah.
The producers didn't tell you in advance?
No. We found out that they do these drives where they look at locations and everything, and they were talking about it in front of, because the guy was driving, and they were talking about me being killed. And so the driver just comes and said, "What do you feel about that, John?" So I didn't know.
He just let you out. All right, here it is, a big apartment building.
Our first, our number one A camera operator, JD, he was so awesome. And I did this scene with Kristen where Clark and Lana like break up, and it was like the second take, and they said cut, and we kind of, okay, we regroup, and I look over, and the camera operator's like, JD, you all right? He goes, you guys are breaking up? And I'm like, you don't read the scripts? Which is a stupid idea. Why does a camera operator have to read the script? And he goes, no, but I mean, like, are you going to get back together? I don't know. But he had to, like, compose himself. He was such a beautiful man.
He was. I love JD.
He's still alive. I mean, but...
Yeah.
So much praise, and deservedly so, when you portrayed Lionel in Transference. Can you talk about picking up those little ticks on the tape and what you wanted to bring to that episode?
Well, it was fun because, Clark doesn't, do much. He kind of stands there a lot of the time. There's not a lot of mannerisms or things he does.
You
with John
don't need... I was very jealous of you because you had me and I didn't know how to have you. I didn't mean it that way. There are children here today. It's too soon.
It's too late.
Michael, when you got dumped by the bride and left on the island, that had to be some difficult acting because you're mostly alone in the deserted island.
You didn't come in for 4 years. That was.
What happened? You got
I was on an
dumped
island, and
When were you on the island? What island?
Season 3 or 4. Season 3.
All sunburned.
And I go crazy. I was on an island fighting myself, right? And I just. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
I was going insane. They just wanted me to go crazy, and I did that.
Was that didn't you have a story about somebody breaking into your car around that time, like when the character, that was a great time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Somebody,
paranoia.
I had a van, and I was across from my apartment building. I wake up to the alarm going off, and it's season 3, so you hang laundry on like a clothes hanger, like a big wooden beam. And I went out there, and this guy was in my effing van. He was broke in my van. I was like, "Get out of my van! I'm gonna kill you!" And I was swinging this thing, and my buddy was with me because he was crashing there with his girlfriend. And he goes, "Dude, don't hit him, man! Don't hit him! He broke into my van, man!" And I'm just sitting there like, yeah. And the cops ended up coming, and they said, "Did you see him break into your van, sir?" I go, "No, but he was in my effing van. He obviously, did you see him break into your van, sir?" I go, "No." "Yeah, I saw him. I saw him break into," and then they arrested him.
There's so many great stories like that coming up tonight. I don't know if you guys have been monitoring.
It's a lot of fun. I came once. They mean it. Don't bring your children. That's a little raunchy.
Find somebody. It's fine. You know, a cosplay guy or a stormtrooper to watch your kids. I'm sure they're very reliable people. But yeah, the kids, it's not good. Unless they're really small and they don't understand.
Been there Saturday and Sunday with you. Yeah. Thank you guys for coming out here. We're going to keep the schedule.
You guys, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Turn around. Everybody raise your hands for the class photo here.